right, it is still September 27th. Oh, fogging up my glasses because I'm sweating. Just got home and it was so great. So great. I had forgotten the rush that it is to like be in front of a classroom. I was totally not breathing. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't even, like I kept inhaling and so I noticed that. So I know I need to like calm down my nerves about it, but I was thinking about it too. I was just like, I don't remember the last time that I was in a classroom. Like, it's been a while. I mean, even when I was a supervisor, I did presentations, but I was a supervisor over the pandemic, and even before that, I did do trainings, but it was with my peers. So this was a little different, but it was cool. Like it felt good. It felt so good, and I did really well. I got caught with some of the pronouns just in terms of my word choices. I noticed that I said like, hey, you guys, right? Very generalized. And I had to catch myself. But other than that, I think I did a good job. And the feedback that I got was good. And it was a small class, but it was exactly what I needed to like just jump right in. I was nervous at first. I mean, I was nervous the whole thing. I couldn't breathe. But it really felt good. Like it felt so good to be able to just give information, right? To be able to teach information. I think that I've always enjoyed doing that. And so yeah, I think that was my favorite part is just being able to do that. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to so what ended up happening, my little tutu thing was off, but then I started thinking about it. No, I don't think it really was off. So I had asked, because I was freaking out. I was freaking out that I wasn't hearing back from the person I was presenting with today. And so I did what I was supposed to do, which was, you know, I asked if I was going to reach out to the coordinator, and I did. And then I actually ended up reaching out again to the person I was presenting, like, hey, I'm gonna get there a little earlier. I can swing by and pick up the packets. And I finally got a response, and you know, they were really busy with school. And I remember saying that my little tuturu thing, I guess that's what I'm gonna call it, my little tuturu, little compass, was telling me that I was gonna present with my cousin. So I started reflecting on that after I got the notification from the presenter that they were going to be there, and reflecting on remembering how I'm not giving all the answers, right? Like even with my dreams, I'm been given what I need to know versus the whole enchilada, right? And so you're given, you know, because I'm entertaining this whole concept, right? That your body tells you and guides you to stay in alignment. And so sometimes, at least with the dream state and this little thing that I'm entertaining, right? There have been other times where it hasn't been exact. I want to say maybe like 80% of the time it is, 80 to 90%. And so the other wiggle room, I should count the time. I should have been tracking. Well, I do. But not like to be able to get like some type of measurement. But I realized that it guides you to what you're needing to stay in alignment. So I was freaking out that I was gonna show up by myself. And so with the little compass, you know, my questions, right? It gave me what I needed to reduce my level of anxiety so that I could focus on the material, right? Because otherwise, I mean, I don't know. I could totally be wrong. All I know is that the answer I was given helped to calm myself down so that I could pay attention to the course. all I know is that the dreams that I get, right, are just enough for that next puzzle piece or the next healing, thing to occur, right, before the next healing moment. So it's bite-sized pieces is what you're needing. So that's the only thing I can attribute it to. And I'm still learning how to like accurately gauge it, but that's what this whole process is, right? It's about you becoming more in tuned with what feels good. And even if it wasn't on point, the answer that I was given was enough to make me feel better. It was enough to make me feel better in that moment. Yeah, so I just wanted to speak on that and follow up on that because, I'm tracking it, right? I'm tracking the effectiveness and what that feels like and how to discern, right, that information. So anyways, anywho, it felt really good. The video, it was nice to meet someone else. I hadn't met this person either, and it was really a nice flow, and I was grateful to connect with them and get to know them, and then I asked them the same question that I asked the previous person. I was like, what's your favorite part about the city? Because they also grew up here. And they said, like, no one's ever asked me that before. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe it's not like, that could probably be it, reflecting on the person that I asked last time, right? That no one really asks these questions anymore, right? When was the last time that someone asked you what your favorite something was, right? What, in terms of the focus of conversation, that's been a question that I'm asking more and more. The same thing when I ask someone, like, what are you passionate about? But I figured this one's like less intense, right? Passion is just like, what your passion is. Gosh, it took me 40 plus years to figure that one out. But it was never something that it was nurtured. It was never something that was, guided or nurtured for me personally. Or at least I didn't give myself permission either, because I remember my mom wanting, or when I would say something, the silent child, right? She would try to nurture that and say, well, go do it. But the fear was just so much that I didn't when I was younger. Only to realize now as an adult, right, that my passion lies elsewhere. It's fulfilling my passion with activities and finding life, being present with life, right? And at the same time, helping other people find what they're passionate about by asking the questions, right, that they don't often get asked. So, but I guess with that part, I had to experience life in order to discover that. That makes sense, right? Live life in order to understand it and ponder it, reflect on it. Yeah. So it was neat to and I, it's like, you don't have to answer now. And they're like, no, it's a really good question. No one's ever asked. So I actually get to present with them next week at the high school. So I'm really excited about that. And it felt good to be a part of something. Yeah, it really felt good to be a part of something. I think it's been a while that granted I'm getting paid, but I am a student, so but it felt good to be a part of something that I believe in, It's been a while. And yeah, it's been a while. And just the impact, right? It's a classroom, so it's more than one person for that hour. And I realized that the video that posted today is me and my intense awareness of my bystander role, because I really wasn't participating in, any type of advocacy. It was just so consumed with the struggles that it was really hard for me to get back, right? After having done it for so long, the first part of my life, with volunteer work, school, right? And then just focusing on work, not really doing volunteer work during that gap of my life, the middle part of my life. And now reconnecting with that, that's how I'm no longer contributing to my bystander role, right? I'm actively participating in something to spread the information to, in the appropriate setting, right? When it's being welcomed. So I appreciate this experience for sure. So parking wasn't so great. I mean, it was great because I found it. It's still on the street. I'm hoping don't get a ticket. Because I'm like borderline in the little, what is it, the driveway or something. And then I noticed that in that particular area, it looks like they're starting to number the parking spots. But I don't know if that's true. So I didn't see anybody with tags or anything. So regardless, I'm gonna move it tomorrow. I'm gonna move it tomorrow. Tomorrow's what, Wednesday? I'm gonna wake up early. 7:30 is like the sweet spot around here. And maybe a little before that to drive around and find a better parking spot, closer parking spot. So, but it was nice. It was nice to even walk from the car to like just to be in the city. I love it here. I love it here. So I'm exactly where I need to be. I'm going to, what am I going to do? Treat myself. I'm hungry because I didn't really eat much today because I was really nervous. And so it's 7. I might have some bacon. I won't eat. And just relax, I think, for the rest of the day. Maybe do a little bit of work. I just have some stuff. But just I feel better. I can take just a little mental break from that. So I'm excited. I'm excited for what's coming next. Sort of down. Hey you, my name is Yubi and I use she, they pronouns, and you've just finished watching a clip from my video diary entries where I'm documenting my healing journey as I learn how to navigate my spiritual awakening. I have learned that this experience and process is unique to each and every one of us in whatever way we are embracing living our truth. This just happens to be my journey. And despite me having a graduate degree and a license in clinical social work, this by no means is intended to replace any type of formal mental health advice. This is just me on a personal level, shedding light on the truth that I am learning and discovering for myself as these experiences unfold, and really inviting you along for the ride. Please know that there is a time gap between when these videos post and my real timeline, and also that these clips build upon each other similar to chapters in a book. So if you find yourself lost or confused, feel free to click on the playlist section or the link below, where you can jump around, check out the other chapters, and or catch up. Also, please know that you're more than welcome to check out my website, www.youbecominghealed.com, where I've gathered all of this information, my background, experience, and education to create online self-paced courses to help you on your healing journey wherever you are. You're also more than welcome to check out my other YouTube channel at You Becoming Healed, where I've entertained a podcast, including clips from these courses so that I can make this content accessible to more and more people. Please click like, subscribe, and share this content so again it reaches more people, with the hopes that other people will resonate and connect with the healing journey and the stories shared so that they don't feel alone in their own process. I thank you in advance. I'm grateful to you, and I wish you well.